Rushworth. Hello, Nicholas.
Good morning, Lorna.
Right, so of course the G20 and the Euro making most of the French front pages today, aren't they?
They're splashed all over the French papers. I'm going to turn straight away to Libération, the left-wing daily, and there you can see a red cover and a Greek flag kind of merging into the distance. The headline there is Greek crisis, Europe à la dérive, Europe adrift, Europe without a rudder. And the subheadings are about the crazy day at the G20 at Cannes and the political chaos in Greece, and is there going to be federalism in Europe, and so on. Now, the analysis inside the paper sticks with that theme of a boat lost in uncharted waters, and the headline, we can see the drunken European boat, Le Bateau Ivre. The paper, in its analysis of the Greek crisis, says that EU leaders are struggling to contain it, they're failing to make up for a lack of governance, and there are brawls going on between various countries who are supposed to be friends. This is the worst crisis, the paper says, we've seen in 6 decades of creating the European Union. It adds that there is a run-for-your-life attitude among European leaders, and it's only Nicolas Sarkozy and Angela Merkel who have come to the wheel of the boat.
Okay, well, moving on to Le Figaro, they're looking at reaction to what's going on in Germany, where MPs in Angela Merkel's party are suggesting one referendum that Germans can vote in, that's on the future of the Eurozone.
Well, the paper Le Figaro is saying that the general feeling among Germans is that it's not their job to tighten their belt in place of the Greeks. The paper points out that what's at stake here is election pressures. One survey is showing that 1 in 2 Germans do not want Angela Merkel as their chancellor again in 2013. And now, sticking with that paper, there is an interview with the Greek singer Nana Mouskouri. I mean, we'll be having Moussaka next, it's so Greek, but here we are. We've got Nana Mouskouri, and she is quoted in that interview, La Belle et la Dette, the Beauty and the Beast, the beauty and the debt. Now, she says that, well, Papandreou was elected promising to raise salaries and pensions, and when you're a prime minister, you can't just throw the responsibility onto Europe. She says that she's equally saddened and furious by this crisis.
Okay, well, moving on to Le Parisien, the paper here in the French capital. They're saying, sticking with the economic crisis, that some bankers and traders are turning spiritual because of the problems there have been on the stock markets, and they're actually starting to go to church to reflect on things.
Is there a day of reckoning? I don't know, but it said the paper, it seems extraordinary, but we have traders here with souls at stake. Now, the proof for that in Le Parisien aujourd'hui en France is that there is a church in the business district here in Paris, La Défense, where there are going to be protests this morning against the financial mess that the world is in. Now, apparently in La Défense business district, there's been a 25% increase in the number of faithful attending since the crisis in 2008, and all of those are people in the finance industry. And the paper also quotes a monk in a monastery in central France saying, well, a lot of people are coming to us for retreat and they feel guilty about the financial crisis and their high bonuses. And the paper adds that one business school in France is saying that it has demands from students to attend a seminary for theological training, and that those demands have doubled since the financial crisis of 2008. Okay. Now, still with that paper, Le Parisien, a quick look at the friendship, in inverted commas, between Nicolas Sarkozy, the French president, and Barack Obama. There you can see the headline, Sarkozy et son copain Obama. Now, it's saying that elections, of course, dominating underpinning all the themes in here in the French press, says that Obama could be a major election asset for Sarkozy at this point, and both men are going to be interviewed together on prime TV here in France in the coming hours. They were on walkabout together in Cannes together, and that's what's grabbing the French papers this morning.
Okay, great. Now, whether Sarkozy will be an asset to Obama, perhaps another issue. But thank you very much indeed, Nicholas, for that quick look at all today's French newspapers. Now, still to come here on Live from Paris, it's suffered over 300 terrorist attacks this year. So why is France funding the development of ski resorts in Russia's North Caucasus? Find out more in Focus after the break. Do stay tuned.